Hey, welcome back. Today I want to recommend Pali Bacigalupi's The Wind-Up Girl, his debut biopunk novel, written in 2009. And it won in 2010 something like 7 awards. He won the Nebula and the Hugo and the Locus and the John W. Campbell Award, among others. And Bacigalupi has said in interviews that he is a huge fan of resource scarcity. It's a real fascination for him. And that really shows in this novel. It's set in a, well, really not distant enough futuristic Thailand, and the world is in a really sad state. Sea level has risen drastically, oil has run out, the climate is in crisis, and people even have to worry about carbon taxes, individual people. Calories now are like the gold standard. They're a tradable commodity. They're the standard that backs all wealth and are the basis of trade, calories. So there's a lot of concern about how much energy you're using and how to store up that energy. And since there isn't any oil anymore, they've started using different technologies like kink springs and these giant animals that they use to wind the springs, like giant genetically modified elephants. And just like in a cyberpunk novel, megacorporations control the world. But in this world, rather than controlling information technology, they control biotechnology. They control agriculture and food production, mostly through genetically modified seed production. Sounds a little familiar already, right? And bioterrorism has been rampant. Engineered and mutated plagues have been unleashed on the world's crops and on the world's people, and diseases that were previously exclusively found in plants, like rusts and blights, have jumped over to start infecting people and animals. I mean, just listen to these sentences. He looks around the market now. That truth is everywhere displayed. The alley bustles with Thais purchasing everything from gene-ripped versions of Utex rice to vermilion variant poultry. But all of those things are old advances, based on previous gene hack work done by Agrogen and Pure Cow and Total Nutrient Holdings. The fruits of old science manufactured in the bowels of the Midwest Compacts Research Lab. Isn't that cool? It's just more and more like that. The world building is amazing. Anyway, the story revolves around a man named Anderson Lake. He's an undercover calorie man for the mega corporation Agrogen. And he's wandering the dark and sultry streets of Bangkok, Thailand, searching for new disease-resistant food crops in kind of an undercover way. And one of the other major characters is Emiko, the girl that he unexpectedly falls for. But she's not really a girl. She isn't even human. She's what they call a new person, a member of this bioengineered subclass of vat-grown people, people used as soldiers and slaves and toys. So Emiko is the wind-up girl. And like any other toy made in man's image, Emiko wants to be a real person. The novel, that only scratches the surface. It's full of interesting, dark twists and intrigues, and all of it revolving around the consequences of man's abuse of his environment, his inconsiderate use of Frankenstein science. Oh, I'm just going to leave my summary there. I don't want to tell you too much. So I hope you decide to check this one out. I pass it to everybody. And everybody I've given it to loves it. So I hope you check it out. All right, don't forget to like and share and subscribe to support my channel. I'd love to have you share something as well. Leave me some comments. Have you read this book? Have you read anything else by this author? Share your thoughts or drop me a recommendation. What do you think that I should read? See you next week.